Welcome into a at-home edition of the Cleveland Browns Report, and it is official. Myles Garrett has been ruled out for Week 4 against the Atlanta Falcons from Monday's car accident. So we're going to break down how this impacts the Browns, because I don't think this is necessarily breaking news in the sense of no one saw this coming. I think we can all kind of agree it's never really a good idea to see Garrett go out and play 6 days after being involved in a car accident. I am sure if it was up to him solely, he would be out there. I heard he got some, maybe, I don't know if pressure's the right word, but his family was definitely telling him to be a bit cautious. The Browns were thinking a couple steps ahead. So no Myles Garrett. Status for Jadeveon Clowney, we'll have to wait for Sunday. He's going to be a game-time decision most likely. So with that, Taven Bryan's already been ruled out. It'll be Tommy Togiai starting alongside Jordan Elliott on that interior defensive line. So let's just go under the assumption there's no Clowney and there's no Garrett. Let me read to you the Browns' front four defensive line. It'll be the rookie Alex Wright, career 0 sacks. Tommy Togiai, career 1 sack. Jordan Elliott, career half a sack. Isaiah Thomas is currently the rookie, remember, out of Oklahoma, who, by the way, I think they're losing to TCU right now. He's currently ahead of the veteran Isaac Rochelle on the depth chart. Now, Thomas has been dealing with a hand injury. We'll see who ends up starting. Sometimes these depth charts say one thing, but the coaches end up going a different direction. Isaac Rochelle has a career 9.5 sacks. I mean, that is more than every other player on this Browns defense probably put together. Yeah, no Clowney, no Garrett. I'm pretty confident saying that right now. So, that might be close. Anywho, that's going to pose some problems for Joe Woods, right? Joe Woods is not going to approach this game the same way. Hopefully, he will have to make some adjustments because he's going to need to manufacture some pass rush. He had a luxury in Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett in that he could just drop some guys into zone coverage and let those two in the front four do their job without bringing any blitzes and whatnot. I'm expecting to see a lot more of that. In fact, we might even see the Browns go in more of a 3-front look and bring on an extra DB because they are just, I wouldn't say ruling out the idea of getting after Mariota because it's not like the Falcons have a top-tier offensive line, but they might just kind of give up on that front and go, all right, we're not going to beat you with a pass rush, so we're just going to drop guys into coverage and force Mariota to try and pick our zone defense or beat us man-to-man. We don't think you can do that. Those are going to be two things I'm going to be watching for closely. Does Joe Woods do A? Nothing, right? Same approach on defense, same front four pass rush, maybe a blitz here or there from JOK or Phillips, maybe someone off the edge to get exotic. Or does he go a whole different kind of front of, I don't want to put 4 guys on the starting defensive line that are taking up a better spot from bringing on an extra DB, having a 3-man front, and maybe running with 3 linebackers, right? Going with JOK, Phillips, and Taki. Or does he just start bringing blitzes? He goes, all right, if we can't get after the quarterback without some help, we're going to start sending linebackers and corners off the edge here. Now, before we get, big play in Iowa, Michigan. Okay. Before we get much further in this video, let's show Myles Garrett some love. Type 95 guys down below. Let him know that the Dawg Pound, my letter's over there. Shoot, okay. I meant to bring him on screen. Jay, can you get me the letter, please? Yeah. We're going to run, we're going to write Myles Garrett a letter. So everyone that subscribes to today's video and our previous video will be included in a letter to Myles Garrett, letting him know, hey, the Dawg Pound here at the Browns Report, thinking of you, so make sure you subscribe. That way you can be on a letter to Berea. Okay, we're going to get it out here. Look at this, real-time stuff action here. Switching gears. Let's talk about more of the impact of this defense. Actually, let's say that for a second here. In terms of Myles Garrett, long-term, yeah, thank you, Shay. See, I got my fancy writing pen, too. I got that for Christmas. Get on a letter. It'll probably take more than one of these if we get enough subscriptions. Hopefully that's the game plan. So, upcoming 5 games for the Browns. I don't know when Myles Garrett's going to return. If he was, I think fans naturally would go, well, if he was close to a game time decision this week, surely he will be better next week. That's not always the case, right? This, especially coming off a car accident, it's not, oh, let's check out your hamstring, right? It is a, hey, when your body feels like it can go through another collision, because that's what football is. It's not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. We'll put you back on the field then. So next 5 games for the Browns, if you don't already know. Week 4, they've got the Falcons, of course. Then they've got the Chargers at home. Then the Patriots. Then the Ravens. Then the Bengals. Then a bye. Then the Dolphins. So they've got some toughish games. Now, every other team is dealing with injuries. Talk about the Chargers, right? Justin Herbert's banged up. Bosa is on IR, so he's going to miss that game against Cleveland. So, for better or not, both teams or all teams right now are dealing with a war of attrition and trying to stay healthy. So, I don't think the Browns are really far behind the 8 ball here on that regard. Now, Myles Garrett, like we said, out for Week 4 against the Falcons, and very excited to see how Joe Woods dials things up here and what he wants to do. So I think that's pretty much the big, conversation we had to have today, because I think this is more of an official rather than breaking, even though I put breaking in my own title, because we all got the sense, especially after Thursday night when Tua went out there, and it clearly the backlash from the public and the media of you put him out there way too soon. I'm guessing the Browns probably learned a little bit from that and go, we don't want to be on the receiving end of this. If we put Myles Garrett out on the field 6 days after he flips his Porsche and just completely totals it, and it feels almost like a miracle that he walks away with that with just a shoulder and bicep strain, yeah, let's not be the Dolphins this week. Let's take it slow, and when Myles is ready, we'll put him back on the field. I will say I'm optimistic about Clowney just long term. Of the fact that he is a game time decision makes me confident that if it's not going to happen this Sunday, should feel good about next Sunday against the Chargers. So that's that injury front. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your college football Saturday. Let me know what game you guys are watching. My Tennessee Vols are off this week. Big game against LSU next week. Right now I've got Michigan, Iowa on, but TCU, Oklahoma is kind of on the previous channel button. So let me know what games you guys are watching, who you're pulling for this Saturday. I will see everyone tomorrow afternoon. Browns, Falcons watch party right here at the channel. If you're going to be there, let me know. Looking forward to having another fun time with everyone. Hopefully celebrating a 3-1 start for the Browns. The Browns were 3-1 last year. Didn't feel like it. This year, I think it would feel like it even more with Jacoby Brissett versus Baker Mayfield. Who would have thunk it? All right, signing off. Let you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday.